Every now and then I get a comment from a viewer, and the comment is so off the rails that it makes me ask, like, do you really understand how delusional you sound? Okay, so the comment that I am referring to right now is about Caitlin Clark. And this individual is upset with me because I talked about Caitlin Clark's full season that she played of 2025, her full season statistics, instead of saying, hey, before she got injured, she was scoring this, but after she got injured, she was scoring this. So, in what world, in what reality, should I stop judging you at the point that you start doing a bad job, even if you're doing a bad job because you're injured? Like, for instance, I work at a casino, and at this casino, I do an outstanding job every day of the week. And I'm so dedicated to my job at this casino that I come to work sick. Now, the day that I come to work sick, I have a $3,000 variance because money, they want their money to be even. I have a $3,000 variance. Is my job going to say, well, you know what? All the rest of those times she was very good. Right now, we're not going to criticize her because she made a mistake. No. They might understand why I made the mistake, and they might write me up and say, this is your final warning because we cannot have $3,000 variances. If a typical, normal, everyday person is going to be punished for having an off day, why would that not be the same for a professional athlete? That in professional sports, the box score is the record of what happened on the court, much like any other high stakes profession. If a player is cleared to play and they suit up, they have to take responsibility for their performance. So calling it a slump, especially that 1 for 23 shooting slump she went on, calling it a slump describes the reality of the shooting numbers during that stretch. That's reality. While an injury might be the reason for the dip, it does not change the result. Athletes often choose to play. They want to play through pain. They want to help their team, which is admirable. But once they step between the lines, they're judged by the same standard as everybody else on the floor. If the shots aren't falling, it is a slump, regardless of the why. In professional sports media, and I'm not trying to pretend like I am, but in professional sports media, there's a duty of disclosure. That means that the team has a responsibility. If a player is truly too injured to perform, that team has a responsibility for protecting the player from themselves. And then the player also holds a responsibility in this. Many star athletes want to be out on the floor 100% of the time, even if they're not 100%. If they're at 70%, they want to be on the floor. But the noble choice to play through an injury sometimes can become a liability if the performance hurts the team's efficiency, and not just the team, that individual player. And also, even if we look at the numbers, the injury excuse is sometimes a gray area, because during Caitlin's 2025 season, which again was more riddled with injury than her rookie year, she had those stretches where she shot historically bad from three. And then the groin injury was officially announced. When were we supposed to say the groin injury started? When were we supposed to know? During that 1 for 23 stretch, when did we know as viewers that Caitlin was hurt? Was it before she went through a slump or after? Is the slump the event, and now we're using injury as an excuse? That's my question. I still hope Caitlin Clark comes back in 2026 does a thing and becomes the player that she's supposed to be, no injury. But to say that I am wrong for reporting the truth, and I ain't even a professional reporter. You came to a person's opinion page to tell me that my opinion is unfair. I'm not cherry picking statistics that you want to hear. Please don't be this person, y'all. This is delusional. If this was any other athlete playing with an undisclosed injury and stinking it up, they would be on their ass. But because it's Caitlin Clark, I'm not supposed to say that, hey, she might have been injured, she might not have been injured. It is her duty to play or not play if you're injured. And you have to accept the result. Myself, if I went 1 for 23, I'd probably have stopped shooting threes. I probably would have stepped a little closer. But that's not the reality. That's not what Caitlin Clark did. That's why she went 1 for 23. Anywho, please come correct. You're being delusional if you think people have to baby any athlete and only report the positive. There is ups and downs in everybody's career, Caitlin's included. I wish her good health. See y'all in the next one. Peace.